Now it's time for I Challenge You GX, the show that goes to show the consequences of stepping outside your lane. We just need Banisher, right? It'll work, folks, right? This season, we're chilling out with our friends in the schoolyard, opening packs, building our pulls into decks, and cheering on as Borgerbot wields them in mechanized melee versus an even stranger ladder of AI opponents. It's a brand new AI arena with new prizes, new challenges, and a massive ban list that makes every pack count. So without further ado, get your game on! And welcome back, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element, to I Challenge You. Last week, we went on a blowout run that gave us the confidence to go up against the ladder and get absolutely blasted. Unfortunately, that means we are still rolling for the calamities because, you know, we did kind of 2-0 everything in our path up until the Witchcrafters. But before we get to that, it's time for the blessings. A lot of cool things we could get today. I'm kind of looking forward to a sneak peek special. Let's see what we got. We got Time Machine. This is an interesting one. We get 10 packs of anything we have already opened. Now, there are a couple of options for this one, and I'm not sure what we want to go with. We have coped on Soul of the Duelist many a time to get our Armed Dragons and Horus the Black Flame Dragons. We've also gone to our Lost Millennium packs before to get copies of DD Survivor. Oh, we could go after Karmaket again. Shadow of Infinity is not a bad choice, and I do like the idea of maybe pulling another Doom Dozer. Is Shadow of Infinity also Demise? That's a hard one to pass up. But before we get to that, we have to roll our Calamity. All right, time for our Calamity. Okay. Can we get a boss fight? Can we get a boss fight? Can we get a boss fight? No, we are on Bylander. 2 of every card this week. This one's actually pretty fun for us to play with. I won't lie. This one's a good time. I'm not tripping, right? Shadow of Infinity has Demise in it. Hell yeah. Okay, we're going for Shadow of Infinity. I'm sure there are better packs we could go after, but it's gotta be this one. All right, time for our packs, and you bet I'm going for Shadow of Infinity as my blessing this week. I want more copies of Demise, I want more copies of Doom Dozer, and I want more copies of Karmaket. But first, it's Tactical Evolution, Gladiator's Assault. Perhaps some Gladiator Beasts are in our future? First pack, Common Charity is actually kind of a cool one. We have a very good vanilla deck in the works, and while the cards that make the vanillas good at 2 are not ideal, Common Charity will certainly help with that. Also, Creature Seizure is yet another vanilla card. Next pack, yo, Marine Neos at rare, very, very funny. Oh, also the Venoms are in here. I'll give you a little bit of a preview. There is a Venom deck on the ladder that is nearly impossible for the bot to beat. Thousand Eyes Jellyfish. 2100 defense. And a Shield Spear. This is a bad one because it targets any monster on the board. I'm glad we had this conversation. Next we have Damage Equals Reptile, one of my favorite cards in this set. I'm excited to get this one. I actually hope we get 3 of this card. There's a Double Summon, a card we know that the bot will absolutely destroy itself with. Fossil Tusker at rare. More importantly, an Alien Shock Trooper. A very, very good card, both for our normal beatdowns and our Earth beatdowns. We want to see as many of this card as possible. Also, Fossil Tusker is very funny. And a rock monster? It's a secret rare. Chat, put your guesses in the chat right now as to which secret rare we got. It's so secret we can't see it. It's Ill Blood! It just revealed itself! Illblood is actually probably the best secret we could have gotten. Wow, y'all are bad at this. Illblood is fantastic. I love Illblood. Hunter Dragon. Hunter Dragon is really cool because it's a good Cyberdark target. Do we have many Cyberdarks? We have 2 of them. Convert Contact is also just a really cool card. Aquarian Alessa as an ultimate rare. Just excellent stuff. Strike Slash is frankly a pretty good card. When a monster you control declares an attack, until the end phase it gains 700 attack. So it has to sit on the board for a turn, but if your monster attacks, it gives it 700. The only problem I see with this is that the monsters aren't going to attack unless they already have more attack than they need. Porkerbot, if only you were just a little bit smarter. Just a little bit. Another Strike Slash. Okay, there's another Convert Contact too. Oh, and Creature Seizure. I have not been paying attention to this. Creature Seizure is just Creature Swap, but with normal monsters. Grass Chopper at rare. This is funny for our insect deck. There's actually there is a Duel Academy format deck that actually unironically runs this card because it can attack all of your opponent's monsters once each. Blazewing Butterfly at super rare. We're really going for them Geminis. Summoner's Art is also good to see. This becomes significantly better in the Arc 5 era. That's a long time from now, but you know, there are worse things that I could be doing with my time than adding a Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand. A second Blazewing Butterfly. Okay, we did not need that card. Another Aquarian Alessa. Why are we getting so many super rares? I genuinely actually only want the rares in this set. Ocean's Keeper. This card is very funny if I remember correctly. During battle between this card and a monster, it deals piercing damage, and then if it's destroyed by battle, summons 1,000 or adds a 1,000-eyes jellyfish or a cranium fish from your deck to your hand. Very funny. Perhaps the water deck is coming back. There's a Phenomenon at ultra rare, a very cool card to summon off of damage equals reptile, and Symbols of Duty also very good in a normal monster deck. This is an elemental hero fusion that requires a structure deck card. Pain. Just use King of the Swamp. Now we are talking. Neospace Pathfinder is very funny. A second Phenomenon and a second damage equals reptile and a third alien shock trooper. Folks, we have to find the reptile deck. We have to find the reptile deck. I don't know what the reptile deck is, but we have to find it. Perhaps not this week because we only get 2 damage equals reptile this week, but there's a reptile deck out there somewhere and I will run it. Last pack of Tactical Evolution, Ocean's Keeper again. We got 2 damage equals reptile, but that's perfectly fine with me. Double Phenomenon, we got Illblood, we got so many cool things to work with. I actually thought Tactical Evolution was not going to be a great set for us, but I am very excited to build with this one. But next is a much better set, Gladiator's Assault. Let's see if we can bust out the beast. Starting with Gladiator's Respite is not great, but Light Imprisoning Mirror is a great metagaming card, and Super Alloy Beast Raptinus is a very funny future fusion target. There's an Alien Telepath, really building on our reptile strat. Goblin Black Ops, sure. There's our first set of Gladiator Beasts. Gladiator Beast Haplomus and Gladiator Beast Dimikari. Not terrible choices. There's a Colosseum of the Gladiator Beast. Cloudy and Poison Cloud is unironically a pretty good card. It's basically Yomi ship, but you can combine it with like Summon Cloud to get some extra attacks out of it. It's a pretty decent one. Next pack. Oh, we are struggling here. What do we have? We have a Cloudy and Turbulence. I know we have a super rare. We've got a Swift Strike Armor, and our super rare is a card I have never looked at in my life. Energy Absorbing Monolith. Chain this card to an opponent's card effect that would inflict damage to you. That damage is negated and you gain life, but it's just draining shield for damage effects. Okay, there's a second Dimikari though, pretty good. Also Turbulence, very funny. And Nimbus Man, the Speed Duel special. Oh, Evil Hero Inferno Wing. You don't say. You do not say. Unfortunately, I don't think you can Miracle Fusion for an evil hero. But if we were to get a duelist pack on the wheel. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror is very good, as is Gladiator Beasts Battle Manica. Next pack, another Battle Manica, and another Hoplomys and a Dimikari. So we're full up on all of those. I would like to start seeing the rare Gladiator Beasts, namely Laquari. Truckroid is also very funny. It just kind of becomes relinquished over time. Pretty decent one. An evil hero, Dark Gaia. Okay, we have to find a way. We have to find a way to spin duelist packs. We have to find a way to spin duelist packs. Also, Ancient Gear Knight is pretty good. Next pack, a Necroface Secret Rare. Bestiari is also a great card. We're again full up on Dimikari. There's a Gladiator Beast Gaiadaz, which is something we can summon. Gaiotiaz? Summon Cloud. We also have Cloudian Poison Cloud as well. Next pack, a Gladiator Beast Battle Manica. We now have 3 of that and 2 Bestiari. Very good stuff. Also another Light Imprisoning Mirror. This set is just good meat and potatoes stuff. Another energy absorbing monolith. Great. And a Cloudian Poison Cloud. We do need 3 of that card. And a Secutor. We cannot run this one. The Goblin Black Ops. We are a little more than halfway through and we haven't seen a single Laquari yet. There's a Cloudian Acid Cloud at rare too. Oh boy, got the Cloudians. Another Goblin Black Ops. I've got like 5 of this card now and I haven't gotten a single Laquari. Pack number 20. We have a Gladiator Beast Alexander. We have Alexander. But we don't have Laquari. Oh, I have so many duplicates from this set. Infernal Gainer, I suppose, is pretty good for the evil hero strat. All right, last pack. Can we get 1 Laquari? Not a single Laquari. Also, I think that's our first test ape out of the set. Guess we're not playing Gladiator Beasts, but our alien lineup is pretty good. More importantly, it's time for our 10 packs of Shadow of Infinity. This is what I'm excited about most out of this opening. We've got so many good rares, so many good supers. Pack number 1, Princess Curran. Okay, pack number 2, another Treeborn Frog. We have like 20 of this card. All right, we just want rares, folks. We just want an ultra rare Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder. Are you kidding me? We have 2 Hamon, or is this our first Hamon? I think this is our second Hamon. This is ridiculous. This set and giving us ridiculous holos without giving us the rares that we want. Name a more iconic duo. And of course, the Option Hunter at rare. Next pack, another Option Hunter. I should have hunted for a different pack today. Malfunction. Oh, the rare traps continue to troll us. All right, 2 more packs. The dream is alive. The dream is slightly less alive. Last pack. A 3rd Hamon! I can't get a rare Doomdozer or a rare Karma Cut, but I can get 3 copies of Hamon, the Lord of Striking Thunder. Maybe not this week, but maybe in the future, we may have a Crystal Beast Hamon deck in our midst. What was this opening? I can't wait to get to deck building this week. This week, we go from the ridiculous to the sublime with a very pleasing The Fire Machine deck, we've had a few of those, I feel like. Fire Machines, strangely popular, whose purpose is to go into Jet Warrior and Nitro Warrior. It's called Nitro Machine, and it's got some very cool things in it. Machine Assembly Line is an attack boost plus a monster reborn. Machina Armored Unit searches from the deck when a monster is destroyed. That's why we have weird shit like Second Booster in here, is because it is a level lower than most of our Fire Machines. We've got Nitro Unit to make us take some damage, and the Salamangrate Premature Burial as well. This is all in all a very, very bizarre deck, but I do love to see Nitro Warrior, and I love to see Jet Warrior. And given that we're on a little bit of a silly kick, we decided to bring a silly deck from this week's pulls today. This is... Where did I... Save. This is... Crystal Beast? Hamon, I guess? So we're only allowed to run 2 of each Crystal Beast, and we don't have a Sapphire Pegasus, and we can't run Cobalt Eagle. So we have to make do with a very motley lineup of Crystal Beasts. But then we've got Hamon. We did pull 3 Hamon, but unfortunately I can't run 2. Next we have Dweller in the Depths, which is a secondary boss monster if we get Crystal Beasts into our back row. We also have a couple of additional continuous spells in Banner of Courage and Swords of Concealing Light to improve on it. And then we've got Gem Flash Energy to be hilarious. I'm really looking forward to finally summoning Hamon after we've pulled a million of this supposedly extremely rare card. Let's see how Borgerbot does with Crystal Beasts. I realized while we were getting into the lobby that this is really a duel of music genres, right? We've got metal and we've got rock. So I asked chat, which of those music genres is the most powerful? Borgerbot wielding rock, or the other bot wielding metal? I think we're going to learn today that rock is by far the more powerful genre, and chat seems to think so as well. But there's only one way to find out. Let the games begin. All right, here we go. Show them the power of crystals! Really brought a crystal girl to a duel today. Is Mercury in Gatorade today? It seems it might be. We have set a monster. Gem Flash Energy is going to accomplish absolutely nothing. Wow, I just really tried to force that Crystal Girl joke, and it was never going to work. The Skull Dice is extremely funny here. Just incredible amounts of overkill there. We're going to deal 600 points of damage because is it just all continuous spell cards? They have continuous spell cards too. Amazing. Shining Angel is going to get us a Ruby Carbuncle. Ruby Carbuncle is going to summon the Amethyst Cat hilariously. And we're just going to take a lot of damage and end up with some guys in the back row. They have very strong monsters to work with, unfortunately. We really want to see one of our strong monsters. That's kind of a strong monster, I suppose. Jet Synchron going to be summoned from the deck. Will we see Jet War? We will! There he is. They're going to bounce back the Ruby Carbuncle, which is a little unfortunate since we do want to get that extra Gem Flash energy. The second Jet Warrior is going to get hit with the Adhesion Trap Hole, and I don't think we have very many outs to this game state. Fortunately, Jet Warrior only bounces on summon, so I hope that they're not going to have a monster that can run over. Okay, we are in trouble. Oh boy, I deeply underestimated this machine deck. All right, game two. What's the worst that could happen when we run Crystal Beasts? Banner of Courage, Giant Rat. Not a bad start. A set back row can also help us out here. That Molten Destruction is not great. Ooh, hitting the Adhesion Trap Hole onto a UFO turtle is not a good look for us. Skull Dice is going to hit the Giant Rat, but we'll summon another Giant Rat and we will be A-okay. UFO turtle will go off into Cyber Phoenix. They will powerful rebirth back the UFO turtle. What is going on? We are getting absolutely cooked today. Nitro Unit on the Giant Rat. Sergeant Electro. Oh, we are getting destroyed this day. There's the Amethyst Cat. We're going to get the a Dweller from the deck. Dweller's actually going to get pretty big weight. This might carry us over. If we can attack over the Sergeant Electro, we could be in pretty decent shape. We're going to go for the Ruby Carbuncle, which will do nothing, but at least we're going to get rid of some cards on the board. Graceful Dice is going to make UFO Turtle a little bit bigger. Let's see if they attack into our Ruby Carbuncle before they go after our Dweller. If they do, okay. We're going to go low on life points, but this here Abyss Dweller, Dweller in the Depths, is going to be very, very beefy. Shining Angel has the opportunity to get in over Jet Synchron, and fortunately Borgerbot makes the correct decision and attacks into Jet Synchron before attacking into anything else. Powerful Rebirth is going to put our Dweller in the Depths back into the hand. They've got Nitro Warrior, and ooh, that might be all she wrote with what they've got. And of course, they hit the Dice Lops. We might get out of this yet, though. A Shining Angel will get another Shining Angel. That Shining Angel will get us a Ruby Carbuncle, and we do still have our Dweller in the hand, but we're also summoning out every single Crystal Beast our deck has to offer. Oh. Wow, Ruby Carbuncle really messing up our entire game plan here, unfortunately. And they choose to attack in for game. We got destroyed. Crystal Beasts just cannot get a dub in any format. So this is obviously a bad idea. We absolutely should not run it back, but I'm now weirdly invested in this Crystal Beast deck. We saw in an unrecorded pity third game we gave Borgerbot that Gem Flash Energy is a shockingly powerful card. So we decided to lean into that a little bit more with some burn cards like Dark Snake Syndrome and a lot of other continuous spell cards that may help us. Field Barrier is a strange one, but if we get to activate this before they get Molten Destruction, then they don't get Molten Destruction and our monsters can be bigger. We also removed some of our other stuff like Ruby Carbuncle, which was losing us games, in favor of Blazing Impachi and Great Angus, two fire monsters with very high attack, one of which can be sacked for Manticore of Darkness, who's extremely powerful and extremely reoccurable. I think that this deck could do it. Let's see how it goes. Double has pointed out that fire decks seem to cause Borgerbot a little bit of trouble recently, so we've leaned into the burning ourselves. I asked chat, is burn the answer? 63% of the vote says victory is forged in fire, and 37% of them recognize that it is still Crystal Beasts at the end of the day. This one's for fun, folks. Let's see if we can take it over the top. Let the games begin. All right, here we go. We just need to open Busted, and we need them to open Terrible. I think it is a very realistic option. With the Nitro Synchron being normal summoned, we've got the Dweller already, and this Dweller is not in bad shape. At 1800, it can contest a large number of things. Had trouble saying that, but Gem Flash Energy is also going to help. Man, if this Dweller dies, I'm going to take a large amount of damage here. Borgerbot getting the first hit in with the... I'm not sure why we did that, but okay, Manticore of Darkness is very strong. Arguably the best monster in our deck. Machina Armored Unit is going to help our burn strategy because it too is a continuous spell card. Also, Gem Flash Energy and Field Barrier together are going to keep us ahead in this game because they cannot activate their field spell to get over the top of our monsters. This is a little bit of a beatdown strategy. A little bit wish that I didn't have Dust Tornado there for Borgerbot to use, but we work with what we've got here, and what we've got is everything on the board. Borgerbot is going to get a little bit of extra burn in there, and the Amber Mammoth is going to attack indirectly. This is a very strong field. I'm not sure what they do to it. Powerful Rebirth brings back the Robotic Knight. Interesting choice. We're going to have its attack, and we're going to deal them 300 damage to add insult to energy. We've got the Dweller, we've got the Amber Mammoth, we've got the damage, and we've got game one, folks. See, it's just that easy. Game two. Normal summon Amethyst Cat. Well, if we have any luck like we did last time. They'll just normal summon a Nitro Synchron too, or they'll just set monsters. That'll be fine. Skull Dice is going to reduce Amethyst Cat by a whole 100, a whopping round of damage. Giant Rat is pretty big, and it deals with the Jet Synchron. They're going to Powerful Rebirth it back, and that really doesn't matter, except we are going to attack directly with the cat, so they keep the Jet Synchron on the board, but decide to go into battle rather than Synchro Summon because they Powerful Rebirthed it back. It's a level 1 or it's a level 2. They can't use it for Jet Warrior. Unbelievable. What an incredible power play. Our double Amethyst Cat is going to do a lot of burn damage. Unfortunately, they do get a Jet Synchron into rotation. They go for a Nitro Warrior. This is such a sick combo, by the way. I didn't call this out last time, but it is very cool that they can do the Jet Warrior into Nitro Warrior. We now do not have a lot of outs for a Nitro Warrior. We're going to normal summon a cat. The cat is going to get in directly for some damage. Perhaps we will have a Chthonian Blast in the back row for when we run over their monster. Dicelops is going to discard a card from their hand. Nitro Warrior is going to get in. No, it's going to change our monster to attack and get to attack twice. Chthonian Blast will take out my own Amethyst Cat. I forgot that that effect is reciprocal. Oh my god, I hate this card so much. Yeah, Nitro Warrior kind of owns us here. Not gonna lie. I don't think we have an out. Oh, hey, look, it's Haman. Wait, if we could get one more continuous spell before we die. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. If we'd gotten that Haman into rotation one more time or one turn earlier, I think we would have had it. But it'll happen game 3, I believe. We're at 1-1. Who's beginning this duel? It's going to be us activating the Banner of Courage, normal summoning cat. Why is that our default opener? They're going to activate Nitro Unit, targeting our cat. They're going to use Dicelops. They're going to discard their whole hand off of Dicelops. Let's go! Let's go! Dicelops saving us here. The System Down's going to take out their entire graveyard, and we just have a Giant Rat now. This Giant Rat could die and conceivably get us a Dweller in the Depths. We're going to go for Gem Flash Energy, and we have a pretty solid strategy online. This Giant Rat on its own could probably get in the damage that we need. Gem Flash Energy is going to hit them for 600. A Tortoise, because why not? We'll attack in with the Giant Rat and the Tortoise main phase 2. Tortoise will hopefully shift itself to defense. No, it's just going to target the Giant Rat, because why would it target the 2000 defender when it could target the guy whose defense is equal to its attack? Gem Flash Energy will deal 600, and you gotta believe it's not actually going to matter because we're going to deal 1800, 1600, and as long as we survive this next turn, we will win on burn damage alone. That Dicelops getting the 6 was the funniest thing I have ever seen. We're going to go to end phase, we're going to go to standby, and we're going to burn with Gem Flash Energy for game. Burn, it turns out, was the answer. This is what we get for believing, for our loyalty to the Crystal Beast decks. A dub. Space. Space! That's right, we're going up against Spaceships round 2. This deck is very, very good at destroying things by battle and then getting ridiculous effects off of destroying things by battle. Vic Viper 2T301 is kind of a limiter removal that you can summon from your hand. You've also got things like Power Capsule, Flint Missile, and Fighting Spirit and Gravity Blaster to make our monsters more dinky in order to get over them with spaceships. The problem is the spaceships are naturally pretty dinky. That's why things like Vic Viper and Gearspring Spirit are very important. We're going to need to put up very strong monsters and find ways to keep them on the board in order to win this match. And therefore, I'm bringing Ritual Insect. Kind of, a little bit. So our only ritual monster that we have 2 of is Crab Turtle, which is not the ideal one, but we can hope that Advanced Ritual Art will send away 2 of our insects in Neobug and Girochin Kuagata, which will allow us to go into Doom Dozer. We have a couple of other haymakers in the works, such as King Tiger Wanghu, which utterly dumpsters the spaceship deck. We also have, of course, System Down to work with, and some other cute tools. Cover Flickering Fire is surprisingly good in this deck because of how easy it is to get multiple monsters on the board, at which point winning battle is just a hop, skip, and a jump for us. The only liability is our Senju and Manju. Hopefully those won't stick around long enough for them to get absolutely wrecked by the opponent. Gaia Power will help us along the way, and we've got a couple of our alien-y boys because they big. I'm looking forward to Borgerbot summoning Crab Turtle. I'm looking forward to Doom Dozer finally getting to use a couple of our favorite cards. I love Advanced Ritual Art. Every deck that I see with Advanced Ritual Art makes me happy. Let's see this one take us to another dub. Space. Space. Want to go to space. Space. We love space. Space. We're going to go to space. Who will win, I asked chat. Will it be Earth or will it be space? I'm hoping it's Earth, and it looks like chat is very evenly split on this one. Our deck has the potential to be extremely explosive, but they've got some very, very annoying tools at their disposal. Let's see what Borgerbot can do against the spaceships. Let the games begin. All right, the opening play is important. It gets us terraforming. That's pretty good. It probably means we don't have double Gaia Power in hand. Banner of Courage, Gaia Power. There's the second Gaia Power. But we opened with King Tiger Wanghu, and King Tiger Wanghu is kind of an FTK versus their deck. I don't think that they have a way of dealing with a King Tiger Wanghu on board. They're going to set a back row with the Dust Tornado, and King Tiger Wanghu is just going to carry us across the finish line, probably. You got to imagine this card is basically walking deck devastation virus. They're going to get the Falchion Beta, and then they're going to draw for turn and presumably set another monster face down. We're going to draw for turn. Can we see another monster to work with? Senju is going to get destroyed by King Tiger Wanghu and is not going to get its effect off. Is that how that works? Does it not get to use its effect if it's destroyed by King Tiger Wanghu? The AI can't chain to itself. Whatever. We've got King Tiger Wanghu in play. Really, what does it matter? We're going to draw for turn again. After they set, they're going to Dust Tornado the Gaia Power. Now, that seems very good, but I still don't think they have a monster that outs a King Tiger Wanghu. All of their guys are utterly dinky. Even Flintlock, which doesn't get destroyed by King Tiger Wanghu's effect, can't stand up to its attack points. And now we have Neo Bug on the board. I am beginning to see some problems with the bug deck. Ooh, thank you for the fighting spirit. I appreciate the donation. After we went neg 2, it's very nice for them to give us a bone to the throat. They threw us a bone. This is a very big board. We probably just win the game. Alien Shock Trooper, just to have our quadfecta of Earth monsters to take us over the edge. That seemed a little bit unfair. Game 2. Banner of Courage in the opener. Terraforming also in the opener. Do we have the double Gaia Power? We activate the Gaia Power. We normal summon King Tiger Wanghu again. GG, buddy. GG. The spaceships are very cool, but they really do not do anything into a resolved King Tiger Wanghu. I feel like it would be slightly different if they had used Adhesion Trapple on it, but I feel like that would just bait them into normal summoning their spaceships just to get destroyed. Terraforming gets us our second Gaia Power. We're going to activate the Gaia Power, and do we have another monster in hand? Of course we don't. It's just King Tiger Wanghu all the way down. They're going to draw for turn. They're going to set yet another monster. This is just going to be the way that it goes for this deck. I feel like this deck was supposed to accomplish something it didn't. It looked like it was really good. It had all those really cool back row that could just destroy our monster's attack, but it doesn't seem to have showed up to this game so far. We're going to summon the Alien Warrior. There's the Adhesion Trap Hole. Maybe this will bait them into normal summoning monsters again. Let's see what happens when we end our turn and let them go. Can they summon a guy? No, they cannot. This is, we've run into another bullying situation. This is a little bit of, folks, we need to talk about a very big issue in your AI communities, cyberbullying. It's the only kind of bullying they know how to do. We're going to summon the Ancient... I love the Ancient Turtles Protector. I don't even know what that card is. I've never laid eyes on Ancient Turtles Protector, but Question will use it to bring back our guys, and we have really, really pulled it through on this one. Yeah, spaceships did not do so hot. Ancient Turtle Protector is a rush duel card. This is the card that makes Question an unbeatable card in this series. Everybody say thank you to the Ancient Turtle Protector. All right, let's do it. It's Renbot time, folks. With that, we have found ourselves at the final rendition of Renbot. This is basically full power Naturia. It's basically all Earth guys. And they're very powerful Earth guys, but we have brought to the table something deeply toxic to play against it with, which is our Banish deck. This is all banishy things, and I don't think Naturias can do anything when we're on a Banish pile, especially if we've got a Luminous Spark to protect things like Banisher of the Radiance, and they just can't summon guys. I'm hoping that's good enough because Renbot's decks are always nuts, but I cannot wait to see if Borgerbot can fight it. Let's see how it goes. Wow, the non-believers have come out in spades. The folks who are fans of Renbot have come out for her final place as the final boss. Renbot has been showing up and will be showing up more in the future, but in order to make sure that we get to see all the sick decks that are coming in the future ladders, Renbot is no longer going to be our default final boss. I'm looking forward to seeing if her last time topping the ladder will beat us, and it seems chat thinks that it will, but I believe that the hero always wins. Let the games begin. All right, starting off with a hot rock, paper, scissors battle that will mean absolutely nothing, as it always does. Who's going first? It's going to be Borgerbot on the play. We've got Luminous Spark, which will hopefully be the only Luminous Spark in our hand, plus Banisher of the Radiance, set 3, pass. Take that, Renbot. What do you do in the face of a board like that? Setting 4 with the Banisher of the Radiance in play. This seems unbeatable. This is basically the second coming of King Tiger Wanghu. Banisher of the Radiance is so powerful. Okay, trap tricks, Holutia? The big trap tricks. We're going to get Crab Turtle out of the deck with Manju, which is great. That's what we have Manju there to do. But we're going to be shifting Banisher of the Radiance sideways. To what end? What was threatening the Banisher? Oh, I am so annoyed because now they get to just kind of combo off into infinity. The blah, 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 is going to... Wait, what? What is going on? How are we crumbling? How are we throwing this hard? We had everything. But we have another Banisher of the Radiance, so it really couldn't matter less. Let's go to end phase, and we are back in control of this. Borgerbot just had a brief brain fart, but we don't really need to worry about anything else. Okay, Trap Tricks for Flesia is kind of something to worry about here. We're going to switch our Banisher of the Radiance sideways and activate another Macrocosmos. That'll actually mean that the fact that we're about to get absolutely wrecked will mean very little. Oh, but they have the Vera, the Verniself Goddess to play with. Great. Wonderful. They can tribute summon that even under Macrocosmos. There's a Traptrix Dionea. This got turned around very quickly. Would have loved to have seen some of that back row when it mattered. Whoo! We got dumpstered. Well, we've got game 2. Surely Banisher will do the trick game 2. Advanced Ritual Art. We're going to send away 2. We're going to get the Crab Turtle. We're going to get Terraforming. This combination doesn't really do anything other than put a big guy on the board, and that's pretty much all we needed to do, especially with a DeFi on the board. This is great. This is going to keep them off monsters for a little bit. DeFi is really, really putting in the work here. Let's attack over what they've got. We're going to deal with the Camellias, and hopefully that means they're not going to be able to summon multiple guys. This also is immune to stupid stat reading moves. We're going to lose Luminous Spark in favor of another Luminous Spark, as always. But I feel like Crab Turtle is not going to have the problem that Banisher of the Radiance had, where one big guy is going to turn it to defense, and even if it did, its defense is also gigantic. We can run over even a Traptrix Rafflesia with this card's attack, and this is much better in terms of positioning that we have here. We're going to tribute off the Manju for a Cyber Dragon. That's not bad. Cyber Dragon has a pretty beefy attack stat under Luminous Spark, and this should be the end of the game. Vesicula is going to summon itself. Naturia's Sacred Tree is going to banish the Vesicula. We're going to go into Traptrix Air. We're going to summon a bunch of Link stuff to accomplish nothing. That is the AI's signature move with Links. They're going to summon a Horn Needle. Fortunately, we're not going to be summoning any guys or activating monster effects probably, except the Thunder Nyan Nyan that's going to kill itself. Okay, you know, sometimes things don't go so hot for us. The Thunder Nyan Nyan is a little bit of a risk with a Crab Turtle in the deck, but you know what? Crab Turtle's big enough that it couldn't matter less. The Naturia Camellias is just going to banish extra stuff for us. We're going to set a back row, and that is the game on board. Borgerbot, very nicely done. Crab Turtle coming through for us. Game 3. We just need to get Crab Turtle out with D-Fissure again, I believe. Going for Terraforming. Not usually a good look. We're hoping we didn't see double Luminous Spark this game again. There we go. We've all opened with the Luminous Spark Banisher of the Radiance. Again, not a terrible opening. We just need to make sure that they don't get a guy that convinces the Banisher of the Radiance to go to defense position. I don't know why that is a tall order, but it apparently is. Banisher of the Radiance is going to start putting in work by putting down guys, but that doesn't matter because we've got a gigantic Crab Turtle to work with. We're going to Chthonian blast away our own Crab Turtle. No, what was that? Oh, no. I really have to stop putting Chthonian blast attacks. But now we have a DeFi, so the game is effectively over anyway. We're going to pass turn with a Cyber Dragon with 26 on the board and a DeFi in the back row. Vesicula is going to summon itself. We're going to summon the other Traptrix from our hand, whose name I'm just not going to come up with. We're going to link off for Sarah. We're going to summon Horde Needle. We're going to link off into the other Traptrix link, and that really could not matter less. The Traptrix link is, how are they getting monsters in the graveyard right now? That's what I want to know here. We are going to go for turn, and really it couldn't be better for us unless we had not Chthonian blasted away our own Crab Turtle. This Cyber Dragon is really going to hold down the fort. I don't think their deck has an out for a 2600 attack point Cyber Dragon. Banner of Courage is going to make it all the bigger for basically no payoff, but that's okay. This Cyber Dragon is basically towers into this board. Honestly, really? We've got Swords of Concealing Light to accomplish nothing, but we've got a 2800 attack point Cyber Dragon attacking in, and that could be literally anything, and we would be winning the game here. They're going to summon Dragonfly. They're going to go to battle phase. They're going to do nothing with the Dragonfly, and we're going to draw for turn. Borgerbot is getting it done. This Cyber Dragon will carry us across the finish line. Hilariously, the Dragonfly is going to not be destroyed by battle. Fortunately, they will summon a Traptrix Xyz that can be destroyed by battle. That takes care of that problem. All we need is for a Cyber Dragon to attack in over the Dinky guy, and we basically win the game. That's a little bit too much to ask, apparently, but a Cyber Dragon on the board with 2600 continues to be enough. They're going to overlay into Pingwicula. I make a point of not looking at Traptrix monsters for too long. We're going to draw for turn. We've got Cyber Dragon on board, and we will summon the Senju, and Senju is just big enough. Will we get a second Crab Turtle into play? No, unfortunately not, but Senju will take us home. We did it, folks. Being toxic and on floodgates gets you everywhere in life. Let me tell you, we can take down any foe together, and Borgerbot has once again done us proud and vanquished Renbot. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! versus Dimensional Fissure. Who'd have thought that would go the way that it did? But we're not done with GX yet. Just because Renbot has had its final hurrah doesn't mean that we don't have incredible packs to open. And next week, some of the best in GX, I keep saying this because it keeps getting better, are going to be available to us. I can't wait for it, and we'll see you next time.